A shiver went down my spine at Saw Smith's pronouncement, and I hugged my arms against my chest. Tigers? His head bobbed side to side in a manner I'd come to associate with Indian people, but couldn't begin to interpret. We haven't had trouble in many years, but recently a tiger has been seen near to the city. They are most active at dawn and dusk, so it is wise to stay indoors during those times. I didn't have to be told twice. It had never occurred to me that a wild tiger was something I had to be concerned about. I had a lot more questions about the tigers and anything else that might kill me, but Saw Smith bowed and left us on our own before I could begin my interrogation. When I turned to Redvers, he looked amused. "Is he serious?" I asked. Redvers nodded. "I would think so. Tigers are common throughout the country." All I had seen on our journey into the mountains had been lush green forests, much like the ones I saw at home or in England. This seemed a surprising habitat for a tiger. I had somehow always imagined them living in a jungle rather than stalking through a forest of pine trees. My mind was still churning with questions, but I turned and took in what would be our living quarters for this stay. How long we would be here I hadn't the faintest idea, since Redvers hadn't been able to give me a better estimate than "as long as it takes." It was maddeningly vague, but as much as he'd like to tease me, I felt certain he was being as truthful as he could be. Well, fairly certain. The man had the devil in him sometimes, which sparked that twinkle in his eyes. It was so charming that I could never be truly mad at him. The sitting room where we stood had simple but tasteful wood furniture, covered with silky red upholstery, elaborately embroidered with gold thread. A large set of glass doors led to a small patio facing a garden, which I thought might be a nice place to enjoy a cup of coffee. There was also a bedroom, simply furnished, as well as a small bathroom. "I'm surprised we have a bathroom to ourselves," Redvers remarked. "I wonder if the building was updated recently." "Well, I'm quite pleased that we do, and I'm going to take advantage of it now," I said, leaving Redvers in the sitting room to wait for our luggage. The dust and grit from a morning of travel, topped off by the dried sweat from our open carriage ride, felt like a second skin laid over my own, and I wanted to wash up before I did any further exploration. I ran a lukewarm bath for myself, grateful that the building even had indoor plumbing. I'd already learned that was a luxury here in India, one that I'd always taken for granted before.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.